is slightly adjust the hammer spring on the Webley LiteW8. It's shooting almost spot on there. Very consistent. I'm just going to push it slightly a bit higher on the chronograph. So it's probably in at about 11.7 maximum. So put the bipod down, take the stock off, large Allen key. So if anybody's thinking about tuning the rifle, make sure that you've got a chronograph, otherwise you could go over the limit. So that's stock out of the way. The next thing to do is take the bolt off. This one's a custom bolt. I'll take the barrel and breech off. There's 3 screws on this. There's one at the back. This is a smaller Allen key. Not quite sure what size it is. So that's that one out. And then there's 2 more. One is just behind the loading port. And the other one is where the fill probe fits in, and that attaches the end of the barrel to the air cylinder. Got it. Just a little more. So that's the barrel and breech. The air cylinder's off. Next thing to do is take the actual trigger off. Make sure you keep finger and thumb over the 2 springs, over the spring at the back, so they don't pop out. There's a hole on the side, and you just pull the pin out if you can get it out. So that's the pin out. That's the trigger. What you do next, pull the back off. That's the actual hammer. Basically the hammer is actually in 2 parts, it's screwed together. So if you need to replace the hammer spring in it, you basically have to find the hole in the side, which is there. There's a little slot cut into the end of the hammer. You line that up with a hole, and basically then what I find easiest is just to get an Allen key, unlock that off, and getting a screwdriver. All I'm going to do on this is turn it about 1/8 of a turn. Don't need a lot. And that is it. That's all you need to do, just to adjust the tension on the hammer spring. So when it's tensed up, puts more tension on the hammer, strikes faster, harder, opens the valve up quicker, lets air in faster, and that actually increases the power. So all I need to do now is put it back together again, which takes a bit longer because there's some fiddly things to do on it. Got to make sure that there's a slot at the top of the air cylinder, and that actually locates the the actual bolt probe, that locates with that. Just what happens, the bottom on the side when you cock the bolt, as well as pulling the hammer back and locking in position, it also cocks the pellet loading probe at the same time. So that has to be lined up. And also has to be lined up with the hammer. The one with the large slot in it, that is the one for that. Because obviously when you load the barrel, that will rotate, so that goes in the slotted bit, and the actual bolt goes in the small hole there. Alright, so making sure the slot's to the top and that the bolt hole lines up with the side. You slide that in. What I'm going to do now, actually, I'll put the bolt on it to keep that in place. Just makes it a bit easier. In fact, I can leave the bolt stuck there. I'm going to put this on top. That locates in the hole at the top. Now the long screw goes beyond the breech end. So I've got this lined up. Actually, I might do the small one first. That's the right one. Fiddly bits. Fiddle it. Alright, that's easier doing it like that. Shove that through there. Locate it on the barrel. Don't suppose it matters which end you start as long as you get one in. Now I'll do this end. Screwing the breech end up. Now the one at the back is slightly a bigger screw. Don't really need to go in just yet. That needs to go in. See the hole on top. The slot at the bottom, that's where that goes level with the trigger. So you line that up, shove it in, drop the screw in. Just tighten that up. Don't take too long, but you do get some fiddly bits. So I'll put the bolt bit back on there. It's the larger Allen key. Okay. Fiddliest part of the whole process is getting the trigger back in. Where's that spring gone? Sure, put it over there. Small spring. Okay, it's there. Top part of the trigger mechanism slots on it like that. Now I've just got to find the other spring. Keep losing the damn thing. Okay, I found the spring, it had gone down the back there. Alright, so I'm hoping this will be a fast fix and not a fiddly fix like it normally is. Alright, so what I'm going to do, locate the spring at the back. There's a little hole in the back there for it to fit in. Biggest problem with this is the fact that the actual trigger's under tension because there's two springs on it, and I've got to hold it in line so I can get it in. Shoot. Springs come out again. And this is the original spring that came with the rifle. That's it, that is it, I think. Yeah, that's the original spring that came with the rifle. If you go on Chambers' website, they've got nothing for the Webley LiteW8. It's supposed to be similar to the axes, leg and axes, and the FX 2000. So I ordered the spring for the FX 2000 to cover that, and it was actually shorter. And then I actually found that stuck in the back of here. Somehow it sprang up there and gone inside it. But right, let's just test that. So that's working again. I mean, really, it's a 5-minute job if you don't get any fiddly problems. Alright, short screw to the front, long one to the rear. And I'll put it through the chronograph again just to make sure it's below the 12 foot-pound. That's that one. So that's a Webley LiteW8. Just tighten up a bit, I think. Yeah, that's it. Sure they're all tight, otherwise we'll be firing and be getting wandering shots because it's not lined up or loose. Right, I hope you've enjoyed that. How to slightly tune up the pressure on the hammer spring. Thanks for watching. tension off again. I don't like this at all. I've adjusted the hammer spring again.